Hey guys, just wanted to come on here and do a little announcement of the gagestudios clothing that is releasing on the 31st of May. So at the end of this month, on my site, there will be the clothes finally available that I've been working on for a couple months now. I can finally get them out, doing like promo stuff on the Instagram, TikTok and all that. Got some videos, photo shoots and all that. It turned out really good. But I just wanted to come on here and show the pieces and be a bit more in depth, if I can, of the design and everything like that, just so you can see everything about them and kind of how the drop is gonna work as well. So I'm gonna do print on demand, but when I say print on demand, I mean myself personally. When an order comes through, I will then go and grab the blank t-shirt or hoodie from the store, bring it back and hand print it myself. I'm using professional inks, professional screens, everything like that, so it's all machine washable. I've done clothes before during COVID, just before, and some of the pieces, like, people are still wearing them today and they still look as good and the same as when I printed it and sent it out to them when they ordered it. I just took a break from the clothes because I didn't really have much space. So now I've decided I want to get back into it because I've been making stuff for myself all the time still, but nothing for sale. So I thought it was about time. So this collection is going to be all more Dracula, from the Dracula film inspired. Like, a lot of the pieces use graphics from that. There is just one piece that isn't taken direct inspiration from Dracula, but I think it fits in with the collection itself. So that one is still being released. I'm gonna do around 5 of each piece available. If it sells out quick, then I'll probably add more, because there will be the demand there. But just so you know that there is kind of a limit on it, that 5 of each piece, I still think it's not going to sell out straight away. Maybe the odd 1 or 2 pieces might, but that way it's just I can keep track of it instead of every week having to kind of print clothes when I've got the comic stuff I want to work on and my own comic series that I definitely need to put more work into. But yeah, that's like more of the release style, the release info that I needed to show. But let's show the t-shirt. So the first one is this one here with the Dracula from the old Dracula posters, where he's in the coffin, and then use this like hand scratch gagestudios logo underneath, so it kind of looks like he's wearing a balaclava, but I really like how it looked. And then it has a graphic on the back which says "Stake Me in My Heart," which is not a exact reference for My Chem's early album, the first album, but the quote is very, very similar to one of the choruses or one of the ends of the song that I really like. So I kind of remembered the song, typed it up, and then listened to the song and realized I did it differently, but I kind of like that. So this one is the first one. Then this one here I have shown off before. I don't know if I've shown it off on YouTube, but I know on TikTok and all the other places I have. We have the logo from Dracula on the front there, and then on the back we have the Gary Oldman portrait right on the back, nice and bold, and then the gagestudios in red at the bottom. Just straight from Dracula, because I find the Dracula merch is hard to find. I really like the vintage stuff, but the vintage stuff, if you've got £300-400 to spend, you can grab a lot. But I don't, so I'm just going to make my own. But I really like how this one turned out. Then we have t-shirt referencing the start of the film, or like the start scenes of the film. We have, "Is this my reward for defending God's church?" which was what he said when his wife dies and then he goes evil and becomes a vampire. And then to go with that quote, we have the armor helmet that he wears in the start, all the red, but we've done it in the white there, nice and crisp. as well, and then the same as the other one with the Gage Studios at the bottom in red. Nice big back print, and just a little something on the front gets people asking, reading, do I like that? I don't know, but I always find it quite fun. Then we have this one from Renfield. So the text says, "The blood is the life," did in red, and then in the scene where he's in prison, all the prison guards have these like cages on their heads, which I thought was always funny. So I used the cage design as the back, and then that on the front, overlaid, and then on the back we have, "Each life that I ingest gives back the life to me." Another one of his quotes, but this time just in the red, and not crazy big on the back, just enough so it spreads across the shoulder raised nicely, but not an oversized print. So those were the 4 t-shirts, and then we have 3 hoodies. First one, this one I've been wearing to work since I made it so much. It is, "Do not put your faith in such trinkets of deceit," and it has this like Gothic cross kind of overlaying it there. Nothing on the back. Hoodies don't have anything on the back, they just have that front print. I just really like how that you see the cross first, but then you do read it, and it kind of contradicts that big cross, that big Gothic cross. But I just like how clean it kind of looked. And then the second to last hoodie, this one is the second one. This one was the first one that I printed, that kind of started off the whole collection. This one does have a faded red. It's just used old ink for the kind of the mock-ups of this. So the one, if you do order this one, will have that pop-in red from the others. Just use the old ink. But it has quotes from the Dracula book about love, and then it has the Dracula scripted logo just printed over there, and then that's it. Just liked how that like typewriter font looked. It kind of makes it look like an old like newspaper clipping and things like that, and then having the red on there as well just give it a little bit of pop. But I just really liked it. I did that one, and then some friends wanted some, so I made one for a friend. I did a t-shirt design as well, and then it was just kind of like, I might as well just give the clothing another shot, and printed to kind of design the whole collection. And then this one is the one that doesn't like properly tie to Dracula, but I think the whole vibe of it fits in with the theme of the collection. And this one is, I call it the Unholy Mary. So you've got Mary down there, looking quite sad, looking down, and then you have 2 crosses, one upright and then one flipped. So it's kind of like the judgment of, kind of, if you're into comics, like one bad day can make you Batman or Joker. And this one, the print goes over the pocket slightly, so you get bits of the print that slightly miss, but I really like that because it has that like vintage look, which I'm always buying vintage t-shirts or looking at them at least. I just love how the character comes through on the graphics when they crack. So I cut all the stencils by hand and then print with the screen printing inks and screens and everything like that, and then heat flash it. So everything is done properly. I just don't expose screens. I just cut them out paper so I can do kind of one-off stuff easier. And my art style kind of works really well with the stencils and hand cutting stencils. So that's the main reason. And then lastly as well, I have 10 prints of these Gage Studios vampire posters that I hand drew. So even the text on there is all hand drawn. I have the original, I'll show you. So this one is the original, and then I went and got prints made. So there will be 10 of these put into 10 orders. they will be all hand numbered and signed, and I'm also looking at getting some stickers made. So you will have, if you order a piece of the Gage Studios clothing, you will have your piece, one of these in there, and then some stickers as well. So it's a little something in there that's not just a t-shirt. But yeah, I just wanted to come on and just show the pieces, going a bit more in depth, and just guys let you know that on the 31st of May they are going live.